Welcome back, everybody. So glad you guys can make it. Season 3 is what we're kicking off here at the gRaceland Shootout Series. This should be a good run for each and every one of these drivers out here, and we want to talk about drivers. Randy Bledsoe going ahead and getting the Season 1 championship, but was unable to hold it by a few points, coming in second last season, only to Adam Roberson. Now, we'll see Adam Roberson right now during qualifying is sitting out there on the pole, but you'll see got a lot of things changing out here tonight. No longer are we on the super late models. We're going to head to the Gander Outdoor Trucks. Most of these guys have picked Chevrolets, except Adam Roberson. He's out here in a Toyota, and Robert Lynch as well, and we'll talk a little bit about that later on here in the series. So watch out for a lot of your favorite drivers out here. Philip Temples, Robert Bomb Dude. We've got Billy Stanley out here. We've got Rob Yost. We've got all your favorite drivers out here. Even Daniel Holloway is out here in the Kiss This once again in the 26 Chevrolet. So this is going to be awesome out there. All the viewers out there, appreciate you guys showing up and already tuning in. This should be an awesome run for us here tonight at none other than Auto Club. Let's take a look at what we've got coming up here so far at Auto Club Speedway. 70 degrees out there on the track, so it's going to be a little bit cooler. So we got to watch out for these tires as it's 69 in the air, perfect for engines. 35 laps, locked and loaded here, 2 sets of tires. No fast repairs. Notice how some of this is changing, and now we're starting to really tighten the belt here and make these guys race a lot cleaner, a lot harder, and it's going to be a lot closer side by side. So no fast repairs. That 50% fuel limit. I don't think fuel may come into play with only 35 laps here, especially at this super speedway. Now, keep in mind, here in Fontana, California, the Auto Club Speedway is definitely, one to keep in mind, and the size that it is. It's found to be the clone, actually, of Michigan Speedway here at this 2-mile track. So at a cool cost of $100 million and 84,000 seats, that's where we'll find ourselves out here. Personally, this is one of my favorite tracks. Multiple lines that can be run and different ways that you can definitely put up some solid numbers here. Let's take a look at those numbers. Right now, Bomb Dude in the front, Robert, is getting it done in the 9 Chevrolet, sitting right now on the pole. So if he can hold it from here for the time being, we're going to see how long he can. We do have a good bit. We've got Terry Walters, David Cox, Thomas DeLago, Bobby Narberg out here. That man is 80 years old out here in that 006 Ford. We'll see if he's able to get out here and qualify. John Cooper and Matthew Barker will be out here as well. So definitely a full field. I know it's showing 16. Those are only the 16 that have taken the track. I've still got about another six or seven more drivers out here waiting to take the track. Philip Temples is definitely going to be trying to put a lot more time out on the track. And if you remember from last season, Rich Blake, the number 66 here, they tried to keep the numbers and the colors the same so everybody can try to find them much easier out there, except Roberson out there in the 28. He decided to go a little bit different. But we remember Rich Blake in the 66 came on hot as of late last season. He had almost 4 wins there right at the end, 3 at least, almost in a row. So watch out for Rich Blake as he gets a top 10 start here to get this one underway. I know I'm pretty excited to see how he goes. Matthew Barker, this should be Robert Lynch's son here, riding around in the 96 Ford. Let's see how he's doing. Right now has slid down to 16th. And man on the mission is taking the pole here, Thomas DeLago. To me, he's a new driver here in the series. Takes it away on a hot lap. Big time moves there so far. Let's see if Matthew Barker's got anything more for us. Definitely 16th is not where you want to be. Oh no, qualifying ended. And that is going to do it for us. Definitely a quick switch up here and something to take a look around. Now, I know there are a few names out here. You're going to see Fireball Woody out here. Awesome to see him out here. We'll have Robert Yost, Robert Lynch. I mean, so many awesome guys, but even new guys. Bobby Narberg, Butch Gilpin, Terry Walters. We'll see how these guys out there on the track as well. I don't know if you guys remember any of my racing days, but even Doug Neal in the number 77 truck will be out here as well. So I'm super excited to see how he is out here and be able to do a little more time. Let me see if we can find any of our drivers out there. I know Billy Stanley. We'll try to see if we can have a chat with him here a little earlier in the race. But I want to have a little chat actually with with Philip Temples. Now, Philip Temples missed a good bit of last season. I know he's looking to kind of turn this one around, but we'll see if we can get a hold of Philip Temples here and see what he can kind of give to us here. Just a moment here. Philip Temples, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, man. Now, I'm telling the viewers out here a few times, you kind of missed a little bit at the end of the season last season. Is it going to be the same this season, or were you looking to come away with the championship this time?
I'm going to make as many as I can, man. We're going real world racing here in the end of March, 1st of April, and we'll see. I got to support my son.
I understand, definitely. I know out here you were putting on quite a clinic on a lot of tracks out here, and everybody was kind of figuring out what they needed to do to keep up with you. Definitely kind of the same mindset heading into this season?
Oh, yeah. They just got to stay on their toes. I'm not really good on these 1.5-mile, 2-mile tracks, but we'll give it a shot, man.
All right, well, we'll definitely keep an eye out for you in that number 17 truck tonight. Go ahead and give me your shout-outs.
I'd just like to thank my wife and my partner, Rich Blake. I mean, this is him and I kind of put a team together at the end of last year, and you've seen what we did together. So,
all right,
we race much better together than we do apart.
I know he likes it when you're not there, but man, he likes it when you're there as well. Philip Temples on the 17 Chevrolet, great job. All right, and we'll keep an eye out there for Philip Temples. Let's see if we can grab another driver down there and see who is locked and loaded, ready to have a conversation here. I want to talk to, let's talk to Daniel Holloway here. Let me see if we can grab a hold of Daniel Holloway. Daniel Holloway, you got a copy?
I do.
Man, oh man, oh man. All right, well, the Kiss This theme stays on the truck this year. It really is. Is this going to be some good luck for you?
Oh yeah, I mean this paint scheme's been stuck with me, grown with me, and if you look at my helmet, I'm always smiling, laughing, sticking the tongue out. But if if I'm in front of you, which Billy loves and hates my bumper, it just says "Kiss This." But he said that kiss is a lot bigger to see now. So so that paint scheme is it's here for good. So that's staying on. I got that on pretty much most of my cars.
All right, we started Auto Club here tonight. How confident you feeling we'll come away at least with the top 5 here tonight?
Well, we got a lot of new faces in here, and it's just got to be conservative and stay out of trouble and just kind of be there up the front. It's a point standing, so finishing is the best key right now.
That is an excellent way to think about it. Daniel Holloway, give me your shout-outs, and let's get you ready for this race.
Shout out to you guys, or you in the booth up there in SimTraX, and I'd like to thank Billy again for this league, and Robert also who's running it in here. So gRaceland and everybody who's all watching, hopefully we put a nice great show for you guys, and there'll be some 3-4 wide, so you should see that right here from the first. It could be from the end too, because last season, you never know who or where or how you're going to finish sideways or backwards or who's going to win it.
Not the first lap. Always not on the first lap. Daniel Holloway in the 26 Chevrolet. Good luck to you tonight.
Thank you.
All right, Daniel Holloway. And that should bring us to last but not least. Let's talk to Billy Stanley out there. I know we got a lot of viewers out there that would like to talk and hear about Billy Stanley. Billy, talk to me here. Really, Performance Distributors on the truck here tonight at Auto Club. How confident are we feeling racing this track here tonight?
Well, I was feeling pretty good until I saw some of those qualifying times. So my plan is just the same as last year. Just try to hang around in the top 10. And then see what I got there at the last 5 or 6 laps.
Well, that's definitely going to be pretty tough. A lot of new names out here, a lot of big times. I don't know if Thomas DeLago's been here before, but that time was smoking out here. Really kind of, you think we'll see 3 or 4 wide here in the first couple of laps?
I hope not, but you never know with these guys because they're going to do what they want to do anyway. I'd like to thank all the fans for showing up, and we're going to try to put on a good show for y'all.
Billy Stanley in the number 8 Chevrolet. Good luck to you tonight.
Thank you, sir.
All right, everybody, Billy Stanley, and that's going to be the last of it for us. Let's go ahead and take a look at it, what we've got starting this lineup here as they go ahead and get ready to get on the track. I know I got a couple of guys trying to grid up here, taking them just a little longer than expected, but let's go ahead and take a look at it anyway. Gridding, Thomas DeLago taking in the front row with Robert. Robert Bomb Dog here. He is getting it so far. Bomb Dude, number 2. Second place, Philip Temple's in the number 17. We had a chat with him, sitting third, and defending champ Adam Roberson in the 4th position. He's been spinning out a few times there during practice, so he's going to definitely try to stay on track and keep it going. Third row will be Butch Gilpin with Billy Stanley on the outside of him. Larry Fairman sitting 7th with Season 1 champ sitting 8th, Randy Bledsoe in the 81. Robert Lynch Jr. sitting 9th with Robert Yost Jr. Sitting 10th on the outside of the 5th row. Row 6, Rich Blake and Craig Myers, 11 and 12. Boy, oh boy, this should be good. Let's go ahead and rotate to the back set of drivers here. That moves us to Corey Coe. I think he was able to get in just in time, was able to squeak in, and he'll be starting 13th with Daniel Holloway sitting 20 in the 26 machine, 14th. Doug Neal in the 77 SimBox Racing Machine sitting 15th with Matthew Barker in the 16th. Jerome Cooper 17th with Fireball Woody. You can't miss Fireball Woody out there. I know he's definitely going to be trying to get out there and stay in front, but really he's going to be starting really far in the back of the pack. It's a lot of work to do. Terry Walters sitting 19th, and David Cox 20th position. Bobby Narberg in 21st with John Cooper sitting 22nd. So I don't think John Cooper was able to take the steering wheel here. He may have a little mix-up here, but that is A-OK. That number 22, he's going to have to give it another shot next round and try it once again. Let's go ahead and take a look. Here we go. Thomas DeLago in the front. Robert Baumdude, 86 and the number 9. Right now, all Chevrolets, at least through the top 7. I will mention that Adam Roberson and his Toyota is sitting 3rd. So we're getting these guys locked and loaded, ready to go here. And they're ready. We're ready. Let's get it going. Green flag. Here we go. Thomas DeLago is able to just barely get a bumper on him at the tree. Very good job there by Baumdude in the number 9, not getting past him. He's got to allow Thomas DeLago to get across the line first. So now getting the separation here. The 86 Chevrolet in front, but watch Philip Temples. That is going to be the man on the move here. Here it comes. Inside line, it'll hold for now. Now, this being a shootout series, these guys may be able to be a little more aggressive here on the tires. Definitely might not have to hold out for so long. If there's a caution about midway, I expect to see everybody get the tires. But Philip Temples has got barely, just barely, almost a tenth of a second here of a lead over top of Thomas DeLago. And right now, leading the first lap will be Philip Temples. He's able to get squeaked in front. Fastest time, section 1 and 2. He's holding the time now of 48.75. That's faster than when he qualified. Keeping going here so far. Now looks like Thomas DeLago is going to give him a piece of his own medicine. Inside line, battle for the lead. Here we go, and he's got it. Slides up in front, 17. Philip Temple's going to dial back and kind of watch it happen. Let's rotate back here to Daniel Holloway. He's watching Rich Blake kind of see if he can floss through the center here. But not quite. Big time shot here at this track. The rotation out of turn 4. That rotation out of turn 4, these trucks are going to get loose and try to really bounce that right rear quarter panel off the wall. Adam Roberson now dialing toward the inside, and here comes Billy Stanley. Billy Stanley now into the top 5, sitting 4th, moving on in. Roberson's going to watch that 8 machine on the outside of him. Good job by all the spotters, telling him where he is so they don't clear each other 3 wide. Roberson going to move his way up top. No, he doesn't. Stays down on the bottom. This is going to be really, really heavy there on his tires. So Adam Roberson's got to be careful here. Billy Stanley rotating on the bottom. Oh, Billy gets a little bit loose here right in front of Baumdude in the 9. It's flossing it their way through. Interesting to see Billy not holding up inside of Philip Temples there to see if he can get a little bit of a run on him here. Sliding down toward the bottom. Billy Stanley's got it sitting 2nd right now, but Philip Temples will have enough speed to sling back out of it. So the battling here for 2nd place is really heating up here. Top speeds of these drivers out here at 193, 194 miles an hour. Not too bad out of these Gander Outdoor Trucks. The fastest circuit race actually was set here in 2003 by Sam Hornish Jr. And take a guess what speed that was. That was actually during a Cup Series. 207 miles an hour. So keep that in mind out there in the chat. Guys, appreciate you guys all joining us and joining back up with me. This for the first race of the gRaceland Shootout Series. We're watching Billy Stanley under fire here by Robert Baumdude. Getting his way through, making the squeak, but battle for the lead. Philip Temple's same move. Bomb Dude gets Stanley, doors him there a little bit, but Philip Temple's trying to figure out how to hold off Thomas DeLago here in the front. Only 5.5 laps of this race underway with 35 in total. Big time moving around. Randy Bledsoe sitting 6th, right alongside Adam Roberson. Now, I guarantee you right now, that 81 Chevrolet of Randy Bledsoe's not looking for a repeat of last year. He's going to be pushing his way and fighting his way into the front, and he's got to win another one. See if he can at least get season 1 and 3, but he's got a lot of drivers going for that same position. 86 of Thomas DeLago gets a little pop there with the number 9. Robert Bomb Dude, who seems to be falling off. Tires are now starting to take effect. The stickers have worn off there a little bit. Oh boy, starting to squeeze. Billy Stanley, let's see if he rotates up to the 86. Spotter has got to be on point here. Good job here so far. I know a couple of drivers here in the back have fallen a bit off the pace, starting back here with Jerome Cooper. He's fallen off here by about a second off anybody else. And we have a second clutch of cars here, starting with Terry Walters, David Cox, Matthew Barker, Greg Myers, and Daniel Holloway. And then Holloway is unfortunately fallen back almost 2 seconds off the next guy, which would be Doug Neal in the 77. So big time shuffling around here. Somebody who's losing most is Larry Fairman here. He's down 5 positions in the 11 Ford. And the Black Rifle Coffee Machine down to 12th. But the battle still side by side up here in the front, and definitely, I gotta admit, anybody out there in the chat, does this look absolutely nothing like last year? I see no real bumping and banging. I see nobody spinning out. I'm not seeing a caution fest. These guys are giving each other room, and they're making a great race out of it as Thomas DeLago slides to the bottom. Billy Stanley now rotating up top. Starting to get super loose here, and this is what we're afraid of. Billy Stanley got to maintain control here as we see Randy Bledsoe might be the next one to get him. Billy Stanley just barely holding on to the top 5 spot. And Rich Blake, silent but deadly. Here he's sitting in the back in the number 66. Waiting to see if Butch Gilpin might want to give that 66 a little push here and see if he can get a train running on the outside. Fast setups here so far. We've got a couple of viewers out there in Memphis. Glad to see you guys all from all around the U.S. and the world tuning in here, watching Philip Temples lose the lead here to Thomas DeLago. Trying his best, not quite enough. Let's take a look at Adam Roberson's out his roof here. At these two going at it in front of him. Oh man, he might be thinking the center here. And one good thing Roberson's liking is that clean air. A nice shot of clean air right in front makes it work. Boy, it's one thing you don't want to do is start losing the draft here. You can end up falling way, way back. So far, so good. Philip Temples regains the lead. Well, now Roberson's going to dive it down toward the bottom. Seems he got a good enough run. Now he won't be able to rotate up. Thomas DeLago holds him there, and now big amount of speed lost. Roberson's going to fall down in position. He had it there, but yeah, just not enough. Good job there by Thomas, not allowing him to continue his charge forward. Rob Yost now sitting right on the inside of the 83 Ford, on the inside of Billy Stanley. Billy Stanley may have pushed a little hard right there in the beginning. I'm wondering if the tires are taking effect with only 25 laps to go. They do have a few extra sets of tires down pit. And that's going to be something interesting to keep in the back of your mind, who decides to do what here. 66 of Rich Blake now down toward the bottom. See if we can follow along Rob Yost. Oh, rotating up. Does Rich Blake have it here? Not quite just yet, but Robert Lynch going to go ahead and push Billy Stanley on the top end. Let's see if we can rotate up high side and take a look at what these two guys are doing here. Good chase cam. Good chase cam. We're taking a look at Robert Lynch on the inside. Billy Stanley. No can do, not just yet. Side by side, looks like Corey Coe is going to try stick his nose in here. See if he can can get anything going for it. Number 20 machine there on the inside. Ooh, man, watch the rotation, little contact. Yeah, Rob Lynch starting to lose a lot of speed here. Doug Neal sees it, drops to the bottom. Sending dead center here. Doug Neal now starting to push the number 20 of Co. Not just yet in the SimBox racing machine. It's number 77 Chevrolet continuing the charge here in the front. Right now he's gotten himself up 6 positions and at least into the top 10. Looks like everything's settled down up in the front 4 here. Rob Yost sitting 5th with Rich Blake now up to 6th. The 21 machine of Rob Lynch not happy about where he's sitting, trying to see if he can get some fresh air to the nose of that truck. It's taking a big toll hanging there on the bottom line. I have personally, well, when I'm attacking for positions, is to start high, drop low, and then roll back high to get as much speed as you can. It does take some wear and tear on the tires. Found more success hanging about that 3/4 line up for tire savings. Kind of that Billy Stanley line you see there. If this thing goes green all the way to the end, Billy Stanley may be the one to stick it out farther than anybody else. And have the tire conservation that some of these other guys may be lacking. Robert Lynch down on the bottom line. Hopefully number 20, there we go. By that spotter, a steak dinner. Number 20 didn't roll down and take off the front end of Robert Lynch here. So staying connected. Let's take a look up at Rob Yost. I think Rob Yost is in the 83s trying to slide underneath of Adam Roberson. Roberson, we've seen dive bombing most of this track, has now been a little more conservative. So far, so good. Looks like everything's starting to calm down here a little bit, and almost these 2 drivers are at a stalemate. 83 may want to go ahead and start using the draft at 28 to see if he can get a little more speed. Let's rotate back to Doug Neal on the inside of Billy Stanley now. Billy Stanley dropped down to now 9th. And the charge will have to continue. Billy Stanley's got a pretty cool paint job here. I know some of the viewers out there are saying something about it. Let me see if we can get that drone out there. There we go. That Elvis out there on the hood performance contributing down the side. Man, oh man, definitely good side-by-side racing. Robert Lynch losing some positions here. Butch Gilpin in the 18 Chevrolet trying it out here. So a few guys shuffling back and forth. I know some guys have come down pit. Pit being actually, I think, Fireball Woody has come down pit on lap 13. So he may have a fresh set of tires, but Fireball Woody should be about a lap down here. Rotate back here to Randy Bledsoe. He lost 11 positions. Is now back here in the 19th position. Not 100% sure what happened to Randy Bledsoe here. I don't see any damage to that truck. They had something come loose or cause some trouble. It looks like, actually, there may be something right there on the rear end of his truck, right rear. Got a little bend there. Rotate around here. Yeah, it looks like that right rear may have kind of come up and smacked the wall. And that's one thing here, you know, you get into these super speedway tracks, is these trucks don't tolerate damage. Once these things start getting bent up, oh man. So we take a look here at the 119 of David Cox trying to watch out here. Randy Bledsoe, he's staying up top as well. Let's try to find Daniel Holloway here. Get that producer to open his eyes here. Here we go. Yeah, you see Daniel Holloway with some right side damage. Now remember, no fast repairs here, so what you see that damage on Daniel Holloway, he's going to have to contend with for the rest of the race. All your top leaders have come down pit. This changing up big time now. Philip Temples is down pit as well. Interesting to see if any of these other drivers are considering any kind of pit strategy or changing it up. Oh man, they're going to be a squeeze off pit lane here. And I think Rich Blake beat him out of there. A couple drivers stayed out. Corey Coe, Robert Lynch, Larry Fairman, and David Cox. And Randy Bledsoe, but they are all coming down pit now. Rich Blake coming off pit road first. Definitely some strategy to that. May have had a problem out there with a little bit of fuel. And I wonder if Rich Blake is trying to tighten up this truck here a little bit. I know everybody was getting a little bit loose, maybe a right side set of tires, full tank of gas. And try it again. Rich Blake falling victim now to the 86 of Thomas DeLago, who will resume the lead as everybody else is right now sitting down pit. They're sliding their way, so DeLago now gets the lead here, showing Corey Coe is the first one to sneak out. Fastest time, but there's the guys already up top. Speed difference right now, about 30 miles an hour difference between these two. So you'll see Coe fall down, but not too bad. Corey Coe is up 11 positions, sitting second, but he's going to have a few guys behind him trying to push it. Rich Blake and Philip Temples now side by side. Philip Temples now on the bottom, 17 to go. Whoop, little blink there. Neil actually going to be caught there by himself. And we're going to start seeing these guys actually single find the field here just a little bit. I think Fireball Woody and I think Daniel Holloway got into it here a little bit. Rotate back up here toward the front where Rich Blake is battling alongside. Whoops, he's a little bit. Let's try to stick with Corey Coe then. He's on the outside of that 66 machine. Not too bad. I think Corey Coe and Rich Blake may have taken the same strategy here. And maybe only taking a couple sets of tires. Lago still leads it. Bomb Dude sitting second. Philip Temple third. Robertson in fourth. Rich Blake fifth. Corey Coe sits sixth. Doug Neal seventh. Robert Lynch in eighth. Rob Yost sitting ninth, and Billy Stanley coming out, rounding out our top 10. Billy Stanley feeling pretty comfortable now, at least the top 10. Take a look out the back as the next guy, Butch Gilpin in the 18 Chevrolet. He definitely got about a second and a half lead on him. At least starting this series. Race 1 here at Auto Club. That's A-OK for most of these drivers. I know they're feeling pretty comfortable here. I know everybody's kind of got the gander up a little bit. New side-by-side racing. Next week, we head to Las Vegas. So they stay in California, and they'll be heading to another wide track. We'll give it another shot right now on the 83. On the bottom, Rob Yost. Rob Yost watching it now. He's down to 10th. Rob Yost where he started right now. Actually, all the top 4 are back exactly where they started. Biggest mover inside the top 10 would be Doug Neal, the SimTraX Racing Machine. Looks like Doug Neal starting to pick up the pace here a little bit on Rich Blake. Seeing if he can get a little more head of steam on him. If he does, he'll be up 12 positions. Randy Bledsoe, I'm still unsure what happened with his race car. He's still down in the 20th position. Hitting back on lap 18. And I don't know if he has enough time to turn this one around unless a caution comes out. Good hold there by Doug Neal. Looks like Rich Blake almost saw that one coming. Doug Neal, here he comes. Has fifth. But he's only got fifth by about a fender. Get a little closer, taking a look at this battle here. Doug Neal down on the bottom, Rich Blake high side. He's going to watch him go on around. Yeah, Rich Blake trying his best here, see if he can kind of keep everybody up to speed. I wouldn't question if a different set of tires, if only 2 were taken, is this what we're kind of seeing is taking a toll on that? Everybody had normal pit stop times. Rich Blake had 11 seconds. Corey Coe had a 9-second pit stop, and Corey Coe just dropped down to 9th. Might take a little bit lower line there. Interesting to see. Take a ride along the inside of Rich Blake. Little blinking there by Rich. Oh no. Rotate back here to Butch Gilpin. Butch Gilpin now on the bottom, sitting just overtook 9th. He's going to be looking after Billy Stanley as Corey Coe is still falling back here. Larry Fairman sitting 11th. Fireball Woody has worked himself back into 12th. Fireball Woody did pit back on lap 13. Matthew Barker sitting 13th. He's way back there, and it's kind of not what you wanted. When you're back that far, you start losing so much speed, and you're kind of out there by yourself. No fuel savings, so a lot of hard work from Matthew Barker in the 96 Ford to continue his charge back to the front. He is fortunately up 3 positions, at least from where he started. And Rob Yost in the 83 machine, something happened to him. He's now down to the 21st position. I don't know if some black flags are being issued out here. I'm not seeing any damage on any of these race cars, any spin outs. We don't see any tire tracks out there, so I don't know if something odd is happening out there. But that is also Bledsoe and Rob Yost. Both these guys back down. Let's say Rob Yost showing he pit a second time back on lap 24. I wonder if he's trying to stretch it. And he may know something these other guys don't. That they may not have enough fuel to make it. Interesting enough. Everybody out here on the track taking a look, just kind of high side here at anybody else kind of poking around. Adam Roberson seeing if he can get a hold of Philip Temples here. Looks like he's aiming for that 3rd position. Not quite just yet. Roberson having a nice comfortable 2.5 lead over Doug Neal. And so far so good. Ooh man, Philip Temples making that cut down in front. Definitely good conversations here between spotters. Philip Temples, I know exactly what he's doing there. He's trying to see if he can get enough draft to pull his way on through to see if Philip Temples can get a little bit of a better edge over Adam Roberson. He's really starting to pour on the coal. As you see the speed he's starting to pick up big time here, and whether he can get him or not, we'll see. Let's take a look at his speed out there. 170 miles an hour on the bottom. As we rotates up top, let's take another look at it. Oh, can he get him? He's only got half a truck. Keep going. Now he's in his door. But Robertson's got to rotate up or he's going to be in all sorts of a mess heading into this turn, and there it is. So Robertson having to dial way back here, and we saw 170 miles an hour in the first turn, and now he's below 160 into this. Track temperatures have not changed. Still 70 degrees out there on the track. Philip Temples retains 3rd position. Appreciate you guys joining us here for the GRaceLand Shootout Series, Race 1 of Season 3. Now, Billy Stanley and Robert Lynch appreciate all you guys out here, and especially having 22 drivers out here. If you guys are considering joining the GRaceLand Shootout Series, you can go to SimTraxBroadcasting.com. We got everything there. You got it here at the bottom of the screen. All the leagues that I broadcast, and even the GRaceLand Shootout Series, they're on there, and we've got the link to their Facebook page if you can't find them, if you're considering driving this Shootout Series. Only 35 laps were tonight. Some will go 50, and some will only go 25. But should be a good run here regardless. Especially if we're going to start the season like this. I think the trucks are a little easier to handle in the super late models. Big torque, heavy engine, no weight in the back end. So the super late models were easy to get turned around. Trucks are a little more boxy, so they should be a little more sturdy out there. Yeah, look at Philip Temples. Good move. Rotate up just a little bit. See, and that's what I was talking about earlier, that we saw it went differently with Robertson. Robertson didn't rotate up high enough, so Philip Temples hasn't fallen off. But there's the contact. Here it comes. Wow. Live time. We just saw that. And Philip Temples rotated up the track. I think he thought that 28 had either cleared or fallen off. But Robertson has fallen way down now. Philip Temples has damage. And Doug Neal hops on it like white on rice here. Down on the bottom. Number 77 Chevrolet sitting 4th. He's only got 3 laps here to go ahead and see if he can get a podium position. Boy, that would be something. Doug Neal's first time here in the GRaceland Shootout Series, as well as Thomas DeLago. Thomas coming away with a win, and Doug Neal, if he can get a 3rd place finish to start this one off, that is going to be awesome for him. But they still got 3 laps to go, and that is plenty enough to make moves. Roberson looking toward the outside. Billy Stanley still sitting in 7th position behind Rich Blake, and they're separated by a 2.5 seconds. Yeah, Doug Neal riding that low paint line there. Interesting to see enough from that angle, if that's going to work for him here. See if we can take a look on the top side. And Doug Neal's kind of burned these tires up here. He's losing a lot of speed now. Roberson back down toward the bottom. Roberson, watch Roberson rotate up here. Take a look out the back. Yeah, Philip Temples is still there. Philip Temple's running that high line, and now he's got enough speed, and Robertson falls back down to 4th. White flag this time by. Yeah, as we get going, Robertson trying to see if he can find more fresh air here, see if he can get a solid run. Not just yet. Robert Lynch down a lap. He had to come back down lap 30. Have to see if any of these guys, I'm wondering if the fuel mileage is taken into account because of them not running side by side. Oh man, hold on, as we got that, we got a battle for the lead. Thomas DeLago on the bottom. Robert Bomdude here. Let's see if we can get a quick chase cam here. Over the top. Take a look at it. Bomdude's last turn. There we go. Bomdude getting the run here, and that may do it. Thomas DeLago. Yep, he's got it here. Wow. Excellent job there. Let's see that battle for 3rd. As Robertson's got it. Doug Neal comes 4th, and Philip Temple, something happened here. Philip Temple's wrecked out 8th place. So let's take a quick look back at what happened here. Little bump. Oh, there it is. Says the line thing. Wow, that was something there. So big time win here for Thomas DeLago. Robert Bomdude and Adam Roberson come 1, 2, and 3. Defending champ sits 3rd. Doug Neal made it into 4th position, and Rich Blake 5th. Crazy run here. Let's take a look at our results. Find your driver out there where they may have ended up. Butch Gilpin got 6th position. Billy Stanley in the 7th. Philip Temples fell down from the 3rd position down to 8th. Larry Fairman 9th, and Corey Coe ended up in the 10th position. Some of these guys did have to make some second pit stop. Rob Yost being one of them. Fireball Woody and Robert Lynch. So Robert Lynch getting a really rough start here. I think he's down actually 1 more position from what we're looking at here. Robert Lynch sitting in that 21st position. Man, oh man, oh man. Definitely shuffle up there. Top 3 taking a quick picture here, and we'll go ahead and wrangle them in here momentarily. Let's see if we can get these guys. No, these guys. First race of the season, they're getting a little lazy on me, but that's okay. We'll get them. We'll get him here. Thomas DeLago, Adam Roberson. Trying to see if we can find some of these guys here. All right, let's see if we can go ahead and have a chat with a 3rd place finisher. Let's have a chat with Adam Roberson. Alrighty. Adam Roberson, we got a copy.
Yes, sir.
All right, you got that Toyota into third place here tonight. Talk to me through the past, actually for the past 10 laps. Let's start there, and then we'll get to that last series before the line. Talk to me about what how the track was holding up for you.
I was just saving fuel last 10 laps or so until from about like 10 to go to 5 to go, I was saving fuel. But he slid up and got into me at one time, which was fine. I saved it. And come down the last lap, I just took a dive bomb off in there and thought I could door slam him a little bit. Since I'd already got a 4X, I'd lost the bonus points for that, and I turned him. I didn't really mean to, but we'll take a third however we get it.
Yeah, definitely. I was gonna say I wouldn't say it was retaliation, but it looked like, you know what? I remember about 6 laps ago, you almost getting me into the wall. I've returned. Your turn is almost what it looked like there. But Roberson, defending champ last year, really this is starting to kind of come to play again. He's sitting here with a podium position to start. And I know wasn't able to get a clean race here, but we head into Las Vegas next week. I mean, kind of the same sort of track there. How confident you feeling heading there?
It is what it is. I mean, everyone's about even with the truck, it seems like. So we'll get it all straightened out and see what we can do next week.
Yeah, definitely should be a good one. Go ahead and give me a shout out here, Rob.
I thank all the fans who watch this and Billy for putting the league on.
All right, Adam, and I'll let you join back up there. Ask him where Thomas DeLago is and tell him to get ready. I'm coming for him.
All right.
All right, everybody, Adam Roberson there. Man of few words. Not little nervous about this round. Let's see if we can go ahead and get a hold of take a look at Robert here and reel him in. Robert, how was the race for you out there tonight?
Hey, Patrick, it's pretty good. Uneventful for the most part. Qualified well and finished well.
All right, track temperatures remained at 70 degrees. Did the truck change at all for you here tonight?
Yeah, I think around lap 15, it started, front tire started slipping a little bit and had to back her down a little bit in the corners. But other than that, it was pretty good.
Was there any doubt in your mind, pit stop wise, that only take 2? Because you took 4. I mean, would it have been suicide only taking 2 here?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not famous for taking 2, and I always take 4 if I got a chance. Sometimes it hurts me, sometimes it don't.
All right, I always call that a good insurance policy. Definitely don't want to mess that up at all. Heading into really the first race of the night, and I'm interested to know, heading into Vegas, how confident you feel heading into that one?
Pretty confident. I do well there. Fast speeds. Just once again, you just got to watch them tires, depending on what the track temp's going to be, and get that set up right.
All right, well, big time showing out here tonight. You started second, ended second. I know you were trying your best to see if you could get Thomas DeLago there, but it looks like he had just a little more edge on you. I know you're going to be showing up much harder next week. Go ahead and give me your shout-outs.
Yes, sir. We sure gave it a try. Tommy saves tires a little better than I do, I think. But like to thank you and your broadcast. You do a great job. Beef Jerky Unlimited, we always thank them. Tommy D is the owner, and he makes some great jerky. A-Shot, heck of an energy drink, and of course Real Optics, their lenses for your VR. If you wear glasses, you get the lenses, man. It makes you double clear and perfect vision.
Oh wow, I might have to look into that. I got one of those Oculuses myself, and it kind of makes it sometimes a little blurry, or to me the light almost hurts my eyes at times. So.
Yes, sir. They make them for the Oculus too, and they got the blue blocker in them and everything. Pretty much $80, and just let me know. We'll get you hooked up.
All right, Robert in the 9 Chevrolet. Great job tonight, and I'll see you next week.
All right, Patrick. Thanks.
Yep. Richard. All right, and that is going to pull us into in our race winner here tonight, Thomas DeLago. And I gotta say, I have never met this man, but we're going to now. Thomas DeLago, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
What a run here tonight. Any doubt that you were going to lose?
Oh, yeah, always, man. Especially when I looked down and didn't realize that they didn't make these trucks have enough fuel to be wide open the whole race. So I noticed I was about a gallon shy there with 10 to go, so I had to start running at about 3/4 throttle And I seen Bob, dude, catch me, and then all of a sudden I think he noticed too, because he's had to slow down too, and I was still 0.2 of a gallon short with 2 to go. So it was I had to save some more on the front straight, and then have it so I could stay ahead of Bomb Dude for the win. So yeah, it was pretty exciting. No yellows, which was great driving by everybody. That makes it so fun. And it was fun racing all these guys. And I really thought, Bomb Dude and I seemed pretty well matched. Adam was fast, which was awesome to see. I mean, there's a lot of fast guys out there. And then I was really surprised at Philip Temples. I thought he was gonna be up here and hard to pass, but was able to get by him coming out of the pits with more momentum and never looked back.
Yeah, well, they're definitely Philip Temple's got to knock a little bit of that rust off. I know him and Roberson, I think they were kind of trading blows there, but, I think Roberson got the best of it. I'm going to say, kind of impartial to that. I'm not going to dig too much into that. Everybody can go back and look at the replay. Out here in the front, we kind of saw you nailed a pole position. Everybody getting pretty fast times, and then boom, you nailed a super fast time. We're able to get out in front, and like you were saying, never looked back. Is that going to be the same mindset going into Las Vegas next week?
You just never know. I mean, it's always the mindset, right? You just never know. Like with these fixed setups, you never know. Sometimes it doesn't fit your driving style. Tonight, this thing, I was able to find a good steering ratio and offset that's felt pretty good and was allowed me to kind of roll the corner and try to keep the tires on it, but keep some speed. And Vegas, we'll see. Every place is different. I have some good tracks and I have some tracks that I'm not really good at. And Vegas is actually a mediocre track for me, so I guess we'll see.
All right, well, that we will. 86 Chevrolet. Go ahead and give me your shout-outs here.
Well, got to thank my wife for letting me race, obviously. Thank Real Optics VR lens inserts for sponsoring me, and Bomb Dude also. And man, it makes it so much clearer in my VR with these inserts. It's way better than glasses. They don't fog up. They got blue light blockers, so your eyes never get tired. I gotta thank Beef Jerky Unlimited for giving me the money to pay for this rig that I got and all my sim equipment. And I just want to thank everybody here at this league that no yellows, and everybody's having a good time, and seems really fun. It seems like a great group.
Oh yeah, well, I'm sure everybody appreciates you, out here showing everybody how it's done, how the clean racing's done, and really putting on a great show for all our viewers out there as well.
Well, thank you very much. I look forward to next week, and I want to thank you for doing what you do and making it more exciting for the people that are watching.
Thank you. Thomas DeLago, 86 Chevrolet, coming home with the win at Auto Club, the season opener. Thank you.
Call me Tommy from now on.
Tommy.
Yeah, I've tried to change it, but that's obviously my legal name, but everybody calls me Tommy, so that's all good.
All right, we'll do.
All
right, everybody. That is Tommy DeLago coming home with the win. Awesome job here. Really, that was awesome. And just kind of looking back at what we had going on here tonight, it just excellent driving by everybody. I mean, there was no nothing, no bad blood out there, no pushing around. We did see a little contact between a couple of guys, Roberson and Temples, but I assure you, just looking back, it's going to be a lot different. These guys, I think I wouldn't say retaliation, but something's going to happen here, and I think something's going to have to break heading into the rest of this season. A lot of drivers that you would expect up front actually fell back. A lot of drivers that had multiple chances out there were able to resurrect their race. I mean, we talked about Matthew Barker, who was sitting in the 96 Ford. He was back there in the 19th place. He got just outside the top 10. I mean, so close. So very, very close for Matthew Barker, ace out there. And Robert Lynch, I know he ended up almost just about dead last, but we were here, all these guys talk about fuel, and that seemed to be what was the make or break of this race. Thank you, everybody, for joining me here tonight at SimTraX Broadcasting. You heard me ask the drivers many times. The 4th of February, we are heading to Las Vegas, and then after that, we're heading to where everything's bigger after that. But Las Vegas will be where we're at next week, and I appreciate you guys showing up each and every each and every time that we get this rocking and rolling here for the gRaceland Shootout Series. Don't forget to give them a thumbs up and a like. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well. Tell them how well they did, because no caution flags for these guys at all, and that's exactly how you want to start off the season. So from Patrick Morrison here at SimTraX Broadcasting, be well, be safe, be kind, and I'll see you guys next time.